One of the worst natural disasters of the century has just happened. The world is still dealing with the aftermaths of the same. The visuals of the same are so disturbing that it makes me question if this is God's will. Before the year began, I mentioned in my annual forecast that this year is going to test our faith, and the test seems to have begun already. Whenever the number 7 gets activated as the universal year number, faith is always shaken. And we are made to look beyond our belief systems. We are made to look beyond the meanings that defined us. You may choose to look at any year in the past that was ruled by this number 7, and you'd notice that most of the top stories were of natural disasters, disease outbreaks, mysterious disappearances, and calamities. For instance, the most powerful earthquake ever recorded happened in the year 1960 in Chile. 1960 reduces to 7. The Indian Ocean tsunami aftermaths were felt in 2005. 2005 reduces to 7. The Malaysia Airlines flight 370 disappeared in the year 2014. 2014 reduces to 7. The worst floods in India happened in 1987 in Bihar. 1987 obviously reduces to 7, and it again happened in 2005 in Gujarat and Maharashtra, and again 2005 reduced to 7 as well. The vibe of the number 7 is to transform the situations around us and to transform people around us spiritually and philosophically. It is to awaken them and make them realize that everything that happens around us may not be in our complete control, yet we have to go on. It is a reminder that the laws of the universe are to be obeyed. Attention needs to be paid to all the little details, and a path of simplicity and purification should be followed. Right now, the month of March is going to be the universal month 1 appearing within the 7-ruled year. And whenever I see this, it immediately makes me say that this is a time when people may feel a bit alone. There can be a feeling of isolation and some kind of separateness from the surroundings that people are going to feel. People would choose to free themselves also from the distractions and would like to think on their own. We're also going to see a stronger driving force within the people towards chasing their goals and making a difference. There's going to be more willpower and more determination. And whenever the will is ready, the feet are light. People are going to feel more driven to overcome all their problems and to overcome all that's gone bad. They're going to come out more strongly with their views and ideas and demand what they think is rightfully theirs. And many a times when we see that we become too passionate about our views and ideas, we often refuse to listen to the opposite side. And when no one is ready to listen, often clashes, protests, and rebellions is the result. And so I see a strong chance of the same happening this time as well. People would wish to make themselves heard. They would speak out more fearlessly, being unafraid of the repercussions. Chances are that all of it, as I said, may take an aggressive turn as well. So it is important for us to see that we are going towards the right direction with all this determination and driving force. If this is not channelized correctly, there can be strong negative impacts. This month is also going to be a time when some important decisions are to be made. The decisions that would be made during this time would play a key role in shaping up the near future. I also see some leaders coming into prominence during this time, or perhaps The people of the world may feel a strong need of a strong-willed and a firm leader who can be unafraid to take a stand. This person as well may come as a guide or an example or a teacher and teach some very important lessons to the people of the world. All in all, defeat is not the word that the people are going to settle for now. They're going to try out all the new methods which they hesitated to try out a few months ago. They're going to take initiatives and reach out for life in new ways. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the month of March 2023 in general for all of you. Now let me move on to your personal forecast, which is going to be specific to you, and this is going to give you an idea about what your specific role would be during this month. For that, you need to know your personal year number, which is ongoing right now, and the transition point of the month. And if you already know it, you can really skip the next portion and straight away click on the timestamp or the chapter which is specific to you, which is provided in the description box. In case you are new to my channel, let me tell you that to calculate your ongoing personal year number, you need to simply add all the digits of your last birthday and reduce it to a single digit. And that would be your ongoing personal year number. It is no rocket science, it is very simple math that you can obviously very easily do. The transition point of the month also is very simple. It would be the specific day on which you were born, which would divide the month into two parts. Say for example, if you're born on the 9th of any month, then the 1st to the 9th of March would be the first part of the month, and the rest of it would be the second part of the month for you. So now that you know what your ongoing personal year number is and what your transition point is, let us now see what the month holds for you. So let me now come to all of you who are in your personal year 1. For you, the first part of the month is going to be a carefree time when you're going to feel more happy, more breezy and relaxed. You're going to experience less stress and less seriousness. As a matter of fact, you should use this time to enjoy yourself and take things a little less seriously for a while. The next part of the month would be a time to focus on devoting your valuable time into doing the things that are really important for you. You will need to move things around and organize them so that they are more handy. You will need to take care of your money, take care of your resources, and prioritize the basics of your life and see that all that you're investing your energy upon creates a more secure and a stable future for you. This brings me to all of you who are in the personal year 2 right now. For you, the first part of the month would be a time when you could be reorganizing some of the details of your life. You would need to focus on your long-term goals and make step-by-step efforts to get closer to them each passing day. You would need to reduce the clutter around you and put things in order. When everything is well managed and your mind is clear, the next part of the month would be a time when you can celebrate the small win and can have some fun. You can explore some new things, go a bit off the routine and spend your time with interesting people. Be flexible and receptive towards the new ideas and avenues that open up. Show readiness to explore them. This brings me to all of you who are in your personal year 3. For you, the first part of the month is going to be quite exciting and socially active. You would need to ease up and express your feelings and ideas freely. Trust me, they're going to be received positively. You can now meet interesting people, travel more often, go out shopping, watch more movies, and also invest your time in some new hobbies. When you're done having fun, you can then become a little more responsible and serious during the next part of the month. Place the needs of your loved ones before your own. Now, it doesn't mean that you completely forget your own needs. It just means that you take care of yourself when you're done caring for others. Try to do things by identifying that there's a need to do them before you're being asked to do them. Take initiatives and show that you care. Let me now come to all of you who are in your personal year 4. For you, the first part of the month would be about solidifying your home base and solidifying all your relationships. Think about people's thoughts and feelings. It will help you choose the right words before you speak. Show that you care and be responsible. Try to find solutions to the problems instead of trying to decide whose fault it is. When you transition into the next part of the month, you may begin to feel a bit exhausted after being highly productive, which is quite natural. And so you can take some time off, rest and retreat within yourself. Take short breaks throughout the day and keep reminding yourself to step away from the chaos and take a few deep breaths for a while. Try to be quieter and avoid unnecessary attention. Think deeply about your goals and pay attention to all the details that come up during this time. Let me now come to all of you who are in your personal year 5 right now. For you, the first part of the month is going to be like a breather in an otherwise very busy and active year. However, your mind is going to be quite restless now. So for a while, try to step away from the stressful situations and don't work too hard physically, and take some time away from your normal routines and thoughts. Have a walk in the nature and breathe. This is going to help you feel more calm and more centered. As the next part of the month sets in, you're going to be very busy with work because workload and responsibilities are going to increase on your shoulders. You would then need to break down all the complex tasks into smaller and simpler steps and then go ahead step by step. Try to maintain a routine and don't ignore your health. All that you would be doing during this time would be doubly impactful, so don't ignore your work either and try to be more sincere and efficient. All the little things that you would do now would be noticed. This brings me to all of you who are in your personal year 6, and for you the first part of the month would be about being very responsible, taking care of your work and also taking care of your family. You would need to be more efficient and consistent at work and take care of your finances as well. It is a good idea now to set some financial goals and also to avoid overspending. Also avoid unnecessary arguments that go nowhere because relationships are more important. When the month transitions into the next part for you, try to see each person through the eyes of kindness, understanding and compassion. You may have to do a little more than your share and be happy to do it. Be happy to be of help. Also at the same time, try to finish off all the pending tasks and wrap up all the important projects. You can use some of your energy in doing something charitable as well. You have to demonstrate that you don't fear giving, you don't fear not having, and you don't fear having an open heart. So be unafraid and let go of certain things. Let me now come to all of you who are in your personal year 7. For you, the first part of the month is a time to become compassionate towards whosoever you encounter. It is a time to let go. You also have to let go of all your grudges. Even if you are disappointed with something, don't hold on to the grudge. And you will have to treat each person that you encounter with kindness. However much it seems difficult to you, you will need to demonstrate that you are generous and you are broad-minded. Try to detach yourself from things that you don't see a long-term future with and clear your mind. As you would transition into the second part of the month, you're going to feel very strongly about certain things which would feel right to you. Be receptive and have an open mind. The personal year 7 is still on. You're not supposed to make big changes or take any big chances, but if something feels correct, you can definitely vouch for it and support the cause. You can trust your intuition and your instincts and make some decisions based on them and make some very small changes right now. This brings me to all of you who are in the personal year 8 right now. For you, the first part of the month is about making some strong decisions that are going to impact your future. This is a Very potent time, mind it. This is the time when you can act upon the plans that you've been making for quite some time. If not now, there will be no other better time to try it out. As you would transition into the next part of the month, you would have to slow down your pace a bit and take things on a slower note. Don't rush with the things during that time because you would have already invested your energy into some other things which were more important to you. It is the time right now for you to watch the progress of the decisions that you'd already made. Some sudden situations may also come up which may demand your energy and attention, so you would need to keep your mind free for that. If you feel you can be of help to people, try to help out and try to do that happily. Avoid unnecessary arguments above all. Finally, this brings me to all of you who are in your personal year 9, and for you the first part of the month will have a lot of nervous energy when you could be feeling quite anxious. I would say it would be a good idea to write down your thoughts and prepare a flow chart and deal with the issues one at a time. It will help you focus. Also, at the same time, it would be a good idea for you to not challenge others or get involved in some unnecessary controversies. You have to avoid unnecessary attention and maintain a kind and helpful approach. You have to try and keep a low profile. The second part of the month will bring you some relief. The seriousness of the time is going to subside and you will feel lighter. You will also feel encouraged through some positive feedback, and this in turn is going to grow your enthusiasm and optimism about the future. It is also a good idea to schedule meetings or social gatherings during this time, or perhaps you could be invited to some parties or social functions which you must attend. People will notice your charm more easily during that time. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the forecast for the month of March 2023 for all of you. If you find my vlogs useful, you can also watch my other vlogs on other interesting topics by clicking on the I button at the top right corner. If you feel intrigued by Pythagorean numerology and would like to begin your journey with numbers, you can also read my book All is One, which is the beginner's guide to Pythagorean numerology. Once you've read that, you can also read my book Cycle of 9 to go one step further into Pythagorean numerology. That'll be all for today. Have a very good time. Bye bye.